Hello, everybody. Welcome to Distilled Brewed and Reviewed, my sipping den. My name is John. Welcome to the channel. I have been doing a coffee series, if you're not familiar with it, called a 50-State Coffee Journey USA, where I review one coffee from every state. 50 coffees. It's going to take a year to post them. I post them every Sunday. And it took another year to do the research on these places. So it's a 2-year journey for me to get this to you. Today we're going to be doing Georgia. We're going to be doing Jumpin' Goat. Very interesting, this one here. So I got 4 of these packets, all right? Little sample packets. The ones we're going to do today is going to be wine-infused chocolate, because this channel does everything that has anything to do with alcohol, and coffee, so wine-infused. I'm bringing them both together. And bourbon-infused pecan. See again, the names? I also have a pumpkin spice, which I'll do at a later time, and I had an Ethiopia one, single origin, that I drank. I finished it before I could review it. It was really good. So I got 4 sample bags. Very good, very interesting place. We're going to get into it here in a little bit, but the series, I got a playlist, it'll be attached to the first comment to check out every state. I do some facts about the state and everything else, and I think it's pretty cool. So just read real quick, typical. So it's Jumpin', Jumpin', Goat, out of Georgia. So our goal was to combine our unique skill sets to select a line of products we could manufacture, thereby ensure the highest level of quality. With our past history and understanding of the industry, we began to design a business model that included the absolute best product offerings available, with our ongoing philosophy that our customers always come first. After in-depth research, we concluded our products would include the best 100% AA coffee beans and luxury leaf teas in the world. And after searching diligently, we successfully did just that. We have since become coffee roasters that offer the highest quality single origin beans and flavored coffees found anywhere in the world. With the addition of the finest luxury loose leaf teas, including energy and wellness selections, we launched JumpinGoat Coffee Roasters. All right, and how they get the name? Well, the theory of how coffee was kind of discovered was in Ethiopia, supposedly where it originates, and there was somebody who had goats, a goat herder, and he noticed his goats nibbling on what we know today are coffee plants and the beans, and they were jumping around. They started jumping around. They had a ton of energy, and one thing led to another, and here we go. We have coffee today, right? They associated that plant with the goat's energy, and one thing led to another, and here we are today. That's why they're naming their company Jumpin' Goat. So I like to just show you that. Of course, they have single-serve pods. Listen to these flavored coffees they have. I usually don't do flavored coffees, but the ones that have to do with the channel like that with the alcohol, I couldn't resist it. Amaretto flavored Rainforest Alliance coffee, blueberry infused, bourbon infused pecan, which we have, bourbon infused pecan decaf. If you're interested in that, chocolate raspberry, cinnamon pecan, coconut flavored German chocolate cake decaf. So they have some of their Irish cream, vanilla and cinnamon hazelnut. Same thing in decaf, peaches and cream, pumpkin spice, which I have. I'll do it on another date. Southern pecan decaf. I can't even read them all. I mean, there's so many damn flavors. They got variety packs. Yeah, you definitely need to check this place out here. Let me see what else. Oh, what else we got here? We have. So that was the flavored ones, right? Let me see. They have, now I'm losing. I don't want to get too boring on this. Oh, okay. So single serve, I read some of the flavors. They got a lot of them in decaf. They got honey. So they got honey coffee blossom. They got actual honey that they serve. A bunch of loose leaf teas. If you love tea, they got it all. Variety sampler packs of teas and coffees. Coffee flavoring jars. What the hell is it? Let's look and see what a coffee flavoring jar is. And they've got a picture of a bunch of jars here. Flavor jars are an awesome way to use coffee you already own and create flavored coffee. So if you already have coffee, you can add flavor to it. How? This is a great way to keep mom and pop happy without buying two different types of coffees, or perhaps you simply want to have a cup of flavored coffee every once in a while. The process is very easy. Simply place 2 to 4 teaspoons from the flavor jar with 10 to 12 tablespoons of your coffee grounds into the filter and brew. And then what are these flavor? What are you putting in there when you do the flavor? And they have a bunch of flavor, like all the flavors I mentioned before. So you could just take your regular coffee, put a little bit of this from the flavor jar, and get those flavors. Gourmet candy, they have, let's see, they sell dog treats, mushroom honey infused with mushrooms, lion's mane, and different. I mean, you got to check out the web. I mean, you really have to check out the website. All right, so here's the, let's do the bourbon infused pecan. It smells like buttered pecan coffee. I don't smell a lot of the bourbon. There is a little bourbon in there, so it's buttered pecan up front, but it's not as much as the smell because the bourbon kind of knocks that down a little bit. And now you're getting a bourbon, a pecan, what I'll describe as a buttery pecan, and of course the coffee up front. So that one's very good. Now we will try the wine-infused chocolate. They're rather the wine-infused plain. I didn't want the chocolate because I didn't want that to overpower the wine. They were sold out. That tells you anything. Here it is. Here's the wine. Very unique smell. I'm going to give it that. A little higher on the acidity if you like that. That really has a unique taste. But I don't think it's necessarily wine, but I can't figure it out. I think what it is the good coffee with the wine has come up with instead of me being able to pick out the wine and the coffee, it just became one unique flavor. That's what I'm going to say about that. I guess that happens sometimes. Sometimes I can pick out all things in there. Some of the things, in this case, it just made a new flavor. It's pretty good, though, because you got chocolate, the wine, and the coffee. Just came out with this unique flavor. I can't hardly describe it, other than it's good. But not necessarily the coffee. I mean the wine. Wine's delicate, though, but the bourbon one, yes, that's definitely all there. And the Ethiopian was good, and I smelled the pumpkin spice, and it smelled delicious. But I just didn't do it because I didn't want 3 cups right now. I'll do it another time. Let me see. So we got to now talk about Georgia, right? Georgia. So what about Georgia? What is going on with that state? Well, it is the 8th most populous and 24th most extensive of the 50 states of the United States. It is a state in the southeastern United States. The state attained statehood on January 2nd, 1788. Became the 4th state to join the Union. It shares its border with 5 states: Alabama, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. It's the hub of the South right there, man. Georgia nicknamed what? The Empire State, or Empire State of the South. New York being the Empire State. And we all know this one, the Peach State, right? Georgia peaches. They also have pecans. They have a bunch of stuff that they're known for. What else? It has 159 counties. Damn. Kentucky, I thought, had a lot at 120. The state's capital is Atlanta. The abbreviation for Georgia is GA. Well, so it is a very interesting state. Whoa. Georgia is the youngest of the 13 states that formed the United States originally. Georgia is named after George II, who was the king of Britain when Europeans first settled there in 1733. It's only natural to name it after the old king at the time. Georgia has had 5 capitals. Dang. Savannah, Augusta, Louisville, which is crazy because I live in Louisville, Kentucky. Milledgeville, and Atlanta. Wow. Didn't know that, actually. I guess throughout the Civil War, maybe it changed a couple times. Behind Texas, 254. Georgia, 159, has the second most counties. Yeah, but Kentucky's getting up in there too. So when this was, Georgia was formed, at the time, it had been a part of Alabama and Mississippi. Carved Georgia out of that, just like Kentucky was carved out of Virginia. The mounds, people used to live in the area known as the state of Georgia, USA. These civilians used to live in the area between 800 and 1600. Wow. BC. See, I'm just trying to read the really New Echota was officially named the Cherokee capital in 1825. They are the most prominent Native American tribes in Georgia. All right, I think that's about. There's a lot of things. This has just a ton of stuff. You know, you go to Georgia, there's going to be a lot to do, and you know, you have the ocean there, of course, and you know I love the ocean. But as far as this, and there's so many interesting things, man. The coffee place, the teas, the sampler packs, the flavors in decaf, the swag. I mean, they really seemed to flavor jars. The place really jumped out at me when I was, when I was checking it out. I just thought, damn. And then I tore up that Ethiopian. I didn't even save it for the. I was gonna do the Ethiopian, maybe one flavored off the bat, and then I drank all the Ethiopian. What are you gonna do? Stuff was good. I'm just looking now. Review's over, really. Let me see here. What I want to check out was some of these teas. If you know anybody that drinks teas, loose leaf tea for gifts. Let's see what they got. Ooh, wow, I can't pronounce half of these. You're gonna have to look at it yourself. They got a bourbon vanilla tea, believe it or not. They got all kinds of teas with all kinds of big names here. Some normal ones that we all know about, English breakfast, for example, Golden Glow, and it talks about a lot of. I'm not real familiar with words are throwing me for a loop, man. The honey sounds interesting is all get out. Wow. What is this? Lion's Mane honey. I'm sure that's what Lion's Mane. I've had Lion's Mane coffee. Never had Lion's Mane honey. That's a type of mushroom. Mushroom mocha honey. Some cool stuff, man. They even have, let's see. They have a sampler pack. They have fire cider. What is this? Eldon tonic. They've got everything at this place. Let's see what this is. Doesn't really explain what the hell that is. But, oh, here it is. FAE's all-natural Eldon tonic is a delicious immunity ally that harnesses the power of the elder tree through small batch double extractions. Formulated by clinical herbalists. I'm going to tell you what, you need to get on this website. They got a ton of stuff I'm looking at. It's interesting. They've got unique stuff. If you're interested in that, it makes some great gifts. But that is the review. The pecan bourbon was spot on. The wine one kind of fused into some unique flavor I'd never had before. I couldn't pick out the wine, the chocolate, pick out the coffee. It's an odd flavored coffee. The Ethiopian was out of this world, and I can tell you that the pumpkin spice smells delicious. Check it out. There's a lot of stuff on here. There's cool stuff, and I will see you all on the next one.